Yo! Alright guys, so as you've seen, the fuel system is bolted in, and yeah, happy days really. So it's all coming together slowly but surely. So I ordered fuel lines, some bulkhead fittings and some bits and bobs for making a wiring loom for the fuel system, for the fuel pumps and whatnot. So most of that has come now. Still waiting on some bits, but I did pop down during the week one evening at, well, I was going to tidy up the workshop because it's a mess, like an absolute shithole, but I ended up doing this. Boom. Thought I'd chuck the bonnet on and have a cut around and just see where everything's going to sit, and yeah, I mean, that's it, clipped in place roughly. It's got a little bit more to go down, but I'd say that's a pretty good placement for the old turbo. So yeah, that has worked out absolutely perfect. So what we're going to do today, I'm so happy with that, it's absolutely mint, is, so this bonnet I'm not going to use, it's just a mock-up. It's my old bonnet, it's got holes cut in it from old setups and whatnot, so this is going to be my tester bonnet. And plus I might, yeah, I've got something special in plan for the bonnet anyway on this. So what we're going to do is, today, we're just going to finish this basically. So I've got a few different scoops and whatnot to try, and some other bits and bobs to try to see which looks the best, to cover up the back of the housing, if you know what I mean. So yeah, something like that. Or we got a domed one like that. I think that's a bit big really, maybe a bit unnecessarily big, but yeah. So, and I got a few bits of metal to mess around. Need to fill that hole in because I need to use this as a template. So we're going to be doing that. And like I said, now I have had a delivery of some bits and bobs. Fuel line I've got, bulkhead fittings I've got. Still waiting on some bits and bobs just to finish so I can do the fuel lines, but I did whack the bulkhead fittings in. So obviously these will be one for the main feed, one will be the return back up into the tank. I don't know if we'll be able to see under there because it's quite dark, but there you go, there's the two fittings. So that'll run along your fuel line system, the fuel line sort of slots under the car, and then come out into the bay. Sound. But before any of that, I need to tidy my workshop up because, well, look, I'll show you. It is an absolute bomb site. We're gonna frickin' stay with it. So, first things first, tidy up. Then we can start doing some work, because otherwise I'll just be tripping over shit and trying to find stuff all day. So let's do that first. Cheers guys! Tidied up, so we can actually do some work without tripping over shit and yeah, trying to find stuff all day. So, bonnet bulge, going with something like this. So this one, I did it quite simple with this. I literally just extended the cuts, pushed this down, and then I've used a bit of a cardboard template there I do have some metal bits I'm going to weld in. These. So that is it. In like that. And that will give us our, give us the shape we want for there. So, and then what angle we're going to go for, I don't know. But yeah, so this bit is pretty, I'm happy with all of this anyway, so it will just need to clean it all back, weld it, tack them in. So that's good. So now we just got to decide what we're going to do for the cover of the back of the turbo. I think. Right, folded it some more. Folded this one up. This is too big. It's so wide. There's like no need for it to be that wide. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna get rid of that one. These two are close. These two are very close. But don't know. This one's not full enough. It's the turbo housing, the exhaust housing. This one ain't too bad. I'm just not sure about if it should be here, or back here. I reckon like back there, or at least there. Cover up a bit of it. But again, it's all very close to housing. But what I'm going to try is go with the curved idea still. Because it might look alright. What I might do, I'm going to cut this line that I've marked it. So I'm just going to make it a little bit shorter. See if I can get it a little bit closer to everything. And then, yeah, we'll go from there, see what that's like. Sound, let's do that. guys, so what do you think? What do we reckon? Just covering up the turbo at the back of the housing. From the side, still get this. Still get the compressor housing poking out, which is what I want. Because that'll be like, I don't know, nice and shiny, or who knows, freaking gold, I don't know. So yeah, what do we reckon on that? I'm pretty happy. It's really hard to measure, like to try and find where that is dead in a straight line with everything else, because obviously the bonnet is curved and this isn't straight, and yeah, so it is quite tricky. But I think I'm happy with that. I think I'm pretty happy with that. So I'll have to fill that little gap in there, and then yeah, I'm gonna weld it all from the underneath, because I don't want, well, these bits I will weld on top, but this I'm gonna weld from underneath, and this I'll probably weld from underneath as well, because I don't want loads of weld and have to spend ages grinding it back and getting it. I want these to be a nice clean line for the next sort of idea for what I'm going to do with the bonnet, which I'll tell you about once I've figured it out. So yeah, so I reckon what we can do now is probably take it off and fully weld it all from the underneath. Well, not fully weld it, but certainly tack it all in pretty solid. Doesn't have to be fully welded for what I want to do. Then grind back any welds on top, and hopefully we'll be somewhere close. Sound right? Let's do that. Is all done, all tacked up, all sort of, yeah, in place. I'm happy with that. To be fair, that looks good. So it's all pretty much straight, nice and line, nice and dead straight. This curve come out quite nice. That was a good thing, we're just leaving that, just bending that. It's actually put a nice natural curve in it. Obviously all needs tidying up on the outside, and then I'll put skimmer filler over the big hole I put there. Probably like a skimmer filler over all of this, and yeah, around all of that. So that'll all have, yeah, skimmer filler over it, clean up all the welds, I was trying to get away with not having to do any work in these lines, just having nice crisp lines, but looks like I'm going to have to do something here, whether I just put like a line of filler in there or something and then sand it down so it's curved. It might look quite nice, rather than straight edges. Make it curved to match these sort of curves on the top scoop. So yeah, that's it guys for now. I'm going to have to go get a pot of filler because I don't think I've got any. So yeah, I'm going to have to go get a pot of filler, and then that'll probably be it. So what I'm going to do is call it quits for today, and I'll be back down tomorrow to do some sanding and some filler work. Sound? See you tomorrow. Cheers. Yo, next day. So, my little pot of filler. Got the bonnet off and down. Gonna trim some bits. Want to trim. I've added a bit there, but I want to trim and give myself a little bit more play. So I'm going to go 10mm back on here just to give it a little bit more room between the turbo and the bonnet. Then I'm going to go up at an angle there and there. And then yeah, then we can start doing all the fun filler work. Yay. I've done a bit of filler work before, but it's not amazing. I don't really enjoy it. It's pretty dirty and dusty. But yeah, let's do some cutting, let's do some filling. Sound? Cheers. Sorted. Right guys, that's the first layer down. Sanded back. Like I said, it doesn't have to be million, trillion % absolute perfect like it was going to be painted. Because it's not going to be painted. I'm not going to tell you what I'm going to do yet, because I might not do it. But yeah, it doesn't have to be 100% perfect. So I'm going to go over it again with a bit more. Skim some over that, over these. That needs a bit more sanding. Probably down these edges here, around the back there, and the same down in these corners as well, on these tops here. Cool, let's just mix up some dough. Get it going. So, done. Part 1 of the bonnet is done. Like I said, got something planned for the bonnet that I'm doing a bit of research on and whatnot, so we'll wait and see what happens with that. But either way, bonnet looks mint, really happy with it. Couldn't have really asked for it to come out any better, considering I'm not, I'm not a bodysuit guy. I'm not any guy, actually, I'm just making this shit up, as you already know. But yeah, I mean, looks pretty good. So, from pretty much all angles. So, be interested to know what it looks like when it's on the floor, when you're at, like, the car within its natural height. But yeah, so that's all pretty good to me. I am happy with that. So yeah, while the filler has been going off, I was cutting out stuff because I got a seat coming soon and hopefully a pedal box. So I had to make room to mount my new seat. So I've cut out that centre support. Obviously this thing's going to have a cage in it, so it's not the end of the world. So that centre support's gone out for the seat. I'm part way through getting this off, which is an absolute ball ache. They're so well on there, but obviously it's your seatbelt, so it's gonna be. But yeah, so that is on the next job to do, is get that off, clean up all these bits, clean everything up basically, get it ready for seat mounts. So, which again, I'll be making myself. So, looked into it, of what the basic sort of, what they use for like welding seat mounts. So, probably just going to make my own, because it's cheaper just to make my own, and they're really, really simple. So that'll be that. So yeah, next video, hopefully, maybe, I'll have my seat. So that'll be in the next video, getting the seat in, I reckon. Maybe someone else in between, who knows. Anyway, cheers guys, see you next time, bye!